into this place here. Let's see, let's get some dirt out. Swap that. What is that? A seed? That was like a beet or a yam. I don't even know what that looked like. Let's see. There we go. Just have a little like ladder here. I can knock you out, and then we could perfect. That works beautifully. Little entrance, and then I can go this way and jump and jump and jump, and here I am back up here. Hopefully that doesn't screw me over by letting baddies in. Hopefully not. Might want to put a door here, not sure. But so that's connected, so I don't have to go outside anymore to get up there and construct my thing. It's good. Alright, let's see. Blah 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 blah. Stick. I should have iron in here. Iron's done. Let's sell the stick. What is that? A spider eye? That's nice. Let's see. Spider eye. Oh yeah, you can like what? Shift click now? Shift. Oh sweet. Shift click. Coal, raw chicken that needs to be cooked. Arrows keep that ironing. Leather. Shift click. Cool. Shift click. Shift click. Shift click. Look at that. I'm pro. Shift click. And these two guys can be merged. That could stay there. That could stay there. Shift click. Cool. Alright. Alright. That's being cooked. Got some steak on the grill. That's always nice. I might want to, let's see, make a new sword. I don't use chicken for a sword. Stick. Iron, iron. And we got a new sword. Because my one sword is almost dead. Last thing I need is to freaking run out of, or lose my sword in the middle of a fight. Yeah, I've pretty much dug all the way. As I was saying, I pretty much dug all the way down here to here, and I found a. That just me walking on the dirt. Yeah, okay. Thought somebody was like knocking something, and I found this little area here which I kind of blocked off. I'll look through here. I don't see anything. That'll be cool. Go back up here, and there was like a iron deposit there, so I'm not really sure what I should be. Okay, there's like a zombie right over one of these walls here. Okay, let's see. Not really sure if I should go back to digging. More fun digging, and I can talk about random things, I guess. Or I could go outside and kill monsters. Or I could just go like deeper mining. Looking for like diamond or redstone. Redstone, by the way, is something I have never learned to use. I'm just like, redstone? What's that? I remember I went to Minecon and they had like what was it? A redstone panel, and I was like super hoping it would be just like a tutorial about how to use redstone, but just like they're just like, yeah, look at the wiki. And I was like, that's great. Who was on the panel? There was Lucklin, Minecraft Workbench. Let's see. Seth Bling, I believe. Yeah, he was on the panel. There was like some like 12-year-old kid. Everybody was like, why is this guy on the panel? And there were, I think, 2 others. The only one I knew before then was Lucklin. And then I subbed to Seth Bling and watched some of his stuff afterwards. Yeah, Lucklin was the only one on that panel that I knew ahead of time, and one of the reasons why I went. The other one was because I was hoping they would actually like be like, oh, and here's like a little tutorial on how to use redstone. Nope, they're just like, oh, look at the wiki, now let's answer questions. And I believe like it was one of the panels, I don't know if there was a redstone one, but one of the panels, like the exact same question got asked like 5 times. And they're like, we already answered that. We already answered. I was like, wow, people, they already answered that. Stop asking the same question. Let's see. And I remember that happened. Then I went to the Machinima panel with, who was on the Machinima panel? Chimney, Kutra, wasn't Kutra? Yeah, Kutra, I believe, Sea Nanners, Captain Sparkles, and Sly Fox? Is that, I don't, yeah, I'm pretty sure those were the 5 guys on that panel. That was fun, got, like, second row seating, met all of them, knew all those guys ahead of time. Like, was already subbed to all their channels. And I remember William from Kids React. I don't know if you've ever seen that, but William from Kids React was there. So he got up and he actually asked a question, because they had, like, you know, a Q&A time with it. He got up and he asked a question, and then C. Nanners was like, "Aren't you William from Kids React?" And I was like, "Yes." It's like, "Oh, awesome." And then I ran back there when he went back to go sit down with his mom. I, like, ran back there. I was like, "Can I have your autograph? Can I have a picture with you?" He was like, "Oh, sure." I was like, "Yes." So I had that. And then what other panels did I go to? Did I go to? I went to, like, I don't know, something about, like, a YouTube panel, but the only reason I went to that panel was because we were going to go to, like, creations in Minecraft or something, or cool creations in Minecraft. But the only reason we went to, like, that panel about the YouTube thing was because that's where the creatures were going, and I followed Seamus down there. I was like, "Oh, let's just follow Seamus." And then Seamus sat down. I sat down right next to Seamus, or SSOHPKC, if you don't know who that is. Sat down next to him for a while. It was fun. Then some black guy came up and was like, "I want to talk to you." And Seamus was like, "Why?" And he pointed at his badge, and he's from Detroit. And Seamus is always making those Detroit jokes. Good times. Went to that bad. And then, like, I believe Sly and Gassy asked questions during that panel for, like, I believe Lucklin was on that panel as well. The two of them asked questions. Sly was like, "It's really great to meet you guys. I'm a big fan." He's, like, all stuttering and stuff. It was really funny. And then Gassy got up there, and then Gassy started talking, and then Sly screamed, "Use your awesome voice!" Yeah, great. That was fun times there. Then I also won a free shirt, or I won a shirt from Lucklin. How did that go? It was Saturday morning, and then I went with 2 of my friends, and they were, let me get a drink here. So Saturday was the second and final day of Minecon. So we're like, let's get up early and go to the convention room, or the area outside the convention room, and see if, you know, anybody famous is there. So we go, and then we had to take an escalator up. So I got on the escalator, and it was like double escalators, like 2 up and 2 down, I believe. And then who was next to us on the escalator? Who was riding up on the escalator next to us? The Yogs cast. We just kind of stood there, just like mouths open, like, "I don't believe it. This is like the greatest thing ever." We just kind of stood there staring at him for the escalator ride. That was a very neat experience, that's for sure. Let's knock out all this coal. And then we went up there, and then the Yogs cast disappeared into some back room. They're having, like, a meeting, I guess. And then nobody else was up there. So we're like, okay, let's go. And oh yeah, my friend checked his phone. Wow, lag. To his Twitter. I didn't have a Twitter at the time. He checked his Twitter and was like, "Oh, look, Kutra says he's gonna be at Starbucks." And we're like, "Let's go to Starbucks." So we run down to Starbucks, and then one of my friends, the friend without the phone, is like, "Oh, I'm just gonna stay here. I don't want any Starbucks." So we just kind of stood off in the distance, and we're in line for Starbucks looking for Kutra, and no Kutra to be seen. We get up, it's a long line, we finally get through it to the ordering. Like, just before we order, Jeremy checks his phone again, it's like, "Oh, first person to find Lucklin wins a free t-shirt." I'm like, "Oh, that's cool." And I was like, "That's never gonna happen to me, because I never win anything like that." like, whatever. So then we order our stuff, and we're in like the little line between ordering and getting the stuff, and I just had like a hot chocolate, I think. I'm not really a big fan of Starbucks. The only reason I went to Starbucks is because Kucho. What the heck? Is this sandstone? Let me check. What is this? Yeah, that's sandstone, alright. Are we getting near, like, the surface, or, like,